M. M. I was working on. Sorry, dude. Again. M. Uh, I'm still waiting for that because I'm working to install. Thank you. Okay. If this is a little later, but so long again. I was the realize I forget in. Okay, thank you so much again. All right. Um. Yeah, there's nothing something about. There's nothing have a new. Yeah, nothing happened yet. They still. Very new things again. Wait for that a little bit. Thank you so much again. My screen is a little bit. Okay. That's. Oh, hi everyone. Welcome back to the Molin is here again. Okay. We are recording it for today. For new snapshot update is here again. Okay. I will just a matter you think it for that because I'm working to record. They have process the work. Here we go again. I'm here again. This is something it felt. Sorry for the delay because I working on these records as well. We almost that working on the stream for today. Yeah, we working on this stream for today because I'm a little busy for that. Whatsoever for that way. Yes, for that way. Hey, check out the new version, new minor on this week again. Oh, there is a new minor version this week. Yes, we are now has new coming in chat initially. Chat, they were checking out. Yeah, the way release it is out in. Yeah, it's now been coming out in this week again. Yes, we coming out in, but later on the for the change later in. Thank you so much again. Okay, let's diving on the sips over the snapshot 12.1W. I sorry 12.4W 12.1A. As again, as of again is something again. All right, there are finally been fixes the using effect crash issues, and the recently snapshot that was the worst one. That was the worst that one because it's now been much more stable. It has stability as well. Okay. Okay, moving on to the dubbing on the heart is in. They had their habit. We have a small cheese a little bit. It seems we cook it bit too hard with the new piston sounds last week, which is we're reverting back to the old sounds again. There was something back because it really doesn't change anything. If there's something, we have big reasons. This a pair of big reasons as well, and we have a lower volume of original sounds to address initial feedback of pistons speaking too loud. Again, this is something that should be very loud a little bit. I will say for that. They had forgotten. There's some. Okay, moving on the back to the audio back in. There's something I need some different little bit. Some if gets slowed down like that, it seems that we had no problems like that. Okay, back on the time. The pause menu now can include list links provided by server improvement to this connection screen. Any of will, can now upgrade a world. And the last thing I talk about in the realms main screen, all online players of realm are displayed like when hovered to create the sound with its player's head and name as well. They get included over for that. Yeah, no problem for that. So two thing something there is have a what is the added sound effect to help players understand they're already loaded a vault as well. And the last thing trial chambers for are less likely to generate in the deep dark as well. It's now been less generated. So that from the bug reports ever made created, that was been largely fixed as well. Moving on, I heard something about. But I didn't hear resource pack first because the areas are working on as well because I need it for that way. There's some. Okay, here go again. There's some moving on. The head testing in. And here see about the sound for once again the back again. Make sure we do backup first before create it as well. Okay, which one is this one? The priority keeping it always in. We have before. Wait, I do a little bit. I was only pausing on. Thank you. The fur is now been fixed a little bit. Okay, if here is sim. Hey, check it out on the post new post from what the 21.10.20 is here about. Here on the post here for if you need it as well. Check it out on the my post here if you need it. Thank you so much again. But stay tuned here for later in this video because I realized I different for records as well. Okay, moving on to back in. It has stay tuned in. Thank you. To have the stay tuned in. Where is it? Okay. Okay, I need it back here again. I need to go back on this here. To have volt sound as well. Okay. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Moving on is some volting here again. I guess I hear something again. And then I've been makes the more improved as well. This is a good improve to the keys for something. This is simply improvements as well. And let's go to the trial keys as well. Very need to open on there, and then you click there as well. It's now been very improved. As much as very improved. Yeah, there have to be new keys to be sound. Are much way a little bit. And then back to the pistons again. Has a new revert. It's been reverted back to the normal. Yeah. It's been the same there again, back to the same time. Yeah. Because it doesn't like something doesn't like new, at this case, that was been returned back in, and that was been, it is now been reverted back. Yeah. And it's now been changed back again. On the board again. Okay, moving on back to the chainsaw again. Yeah, moving on back to the chainsaw again. There's something existence that move. Next, on talk about the animal panic. We have animals no panic based on the damage caused by the predefined damage source types. The panic lasts for 2 seconds after the damage is dealt. The following damage type tags are used by vanilla animals. We have the We have panic environmental costs, which caused by wolves, polar bears, or pandas as well. The panic caused that one, used by all other animals and baby polar bears. And it comes to that as well. As well with the server links and this kind of screen improvements is now been cases as well. Did have provide a list of links to clients as well. The very good externally change as well. We got a technical changes as well. We have a resource pack now has a 34. The day pack is now have the 45 as well. Increase it. The server can now provide list of links to client. The servers can add custom details to class and designers and reports. This is really new. As much as well it's been done. The game rule has a new added the entities with visitors can use portals game rule. When through entities with visitors can use their portals and gateways and has a default to false. As well as the server links, because the server cross report details. And next talk about for the day pack 45, we have jukebox songs are now day driven included. As well as added the new command syntax. What is it in new syntax as well? Talk about. Yeah. It has a jukebox underscore playable item component and it's now been new set by setter by way. Yeah. Has a new set by way. Very cool. Another thing attributes again. Something attributes modifiers no longer have a UID and name combination. However, there is something instead. Attribute modifiers are now uniquely identified by a namespace ID, similar to other resources. The ID of a modifier uniquely identifies it, and the set of modifiers for a single attribute. Another thing for that, using a same ID for different modifiers is allowed as long as the modifiers are for different attributes. It's still a good thing I have to know. Another thing for attribute command as well, the UID and name agreements have been replaced with a singular ID agreement. The very listed for that. Another in item stack attribute modifiers, the UID and name fields have been removed. This binary is a little bit removed as well. Attribute modifiers now have an ID namespace ID field. Another for this unique fire pair attribute for the modifier. The cipsing entity attributes as well are now stored as attributes as well. The attributes as well have been removed for name and UID. It is now replaced by ID as well. Includes with the entity effects type with damage underscore item. The effect components has hit block and comes with tags with directly renames. Item tags, block tags, damage type tags, and it was again something under predicates for jukebox playable predicate. Which one has the as well with the player predicates, and at least a command we has a new added n entity selector selecting file nearest entity. Which one has a new nearest entity? This function as e certain nearest limit 1. Additionally, requirements may still be provided. For example, like n what type is a pig, will select the closest pig. This is a really good cool. Let's testing out to the new n They have something on our entities about that. And they have new, they have properties as well, and they do counts. And let's go with the game rule. Has new ones or anything that has some new. Any new as well. Any new commands as well. Yeah. Yeah, I was ready to do for that. Okay. Again, something effect give, but it has an and included as well. Then let's go to the type. They have pigs anywhere as they can. When it comes to the effect give an n type pig as well. They do comes the for that. Unlike ease for some the big reasons, has to do command changes as well. The other type the pig. Still same there as well. It will same as well. Just the same as well. No problem. I will say here for that. Moving on back to the chainsaw once again. We have a resource pack version 34 has added the block vote reject reward player sound event. Which one has been added? And it changes to shaders. This is one of the another. The blend block is core shader definitely license has been removed as is as it was not used. The position underscore color underscore text shaders has been removed, which has replaced with the pre-existing position text color. The Glint Direct shader has been removed, replaced with a pre-existing glint shader. And the last one with the our glint shader has been removed as it was unused. Because it's unuseful. It is very unuseful for our glints. And the last chance for the new fixes in this week. Since it was there been unstable issues on for W20A, yes, it is very unstable for that. To give it a chance, had no issues and nothing happened. Okay, back on the change log. Which one they fixes the crash issues for oozing? It has now been more stable. Yeah, this is the worst was previously as well. This literally makes the crash. Let's testing it once again. They had it once again of something. They had to go effect. They had give me the oozing once again. That is something. 1 second or a second to something. Or 10 seconds as well. They have 1 second as well. And then slash kill me. Ooh, it's nothing anymore crashing anywhere. Oh yes, it's nothing crash anymore. Yes, it has now been fixed. The crash has now been fixed as well. It no longer crashes anymore. It's now been very improved as well. And more stability. Whew! Finally, accomplished to be fixed. The issue has now been resolved. It's been resolved well. Yes, it is now been resolved. It is finally been resolved. It is now finally been resolved. It no longer crashes. Now makes there as well. Okay, back to the chainsaw again. Back on the chainsaw as well. This is one of the very oldest report ever seen as the MC the 67. The entities with passengers cannot travel through portals. This is one of the very old issues. It's now been fixed for someone to travel through the some portals. Yes, that wants to travel from entities. It has now been fixed as well. Okay. Moving on again, the double doors do not automatically from between waxed and unwaxed cover doors, even same variants. While testing out the once again is the same geometry something. This testing procedure. Moving on the testing procedure, so let me know some cover doors. Yes, you can mirrors are so hard to mirror some if they're placing their own. If they're placing down here, over here. Oh my gosh, I like this something hard for that. Sorry, dude. Yeah, during records the process of some, and where probably is something placed down here. This being placed down wrong, or it's now been improved for some performing or performance as well. Yeah, of course, are no problems as well. Why not sort this placement? How really misalignments or placing there the mirror instead. By the way, intentionally it is nothing. It had no problems. Anyone? It had no problems anymore. Okay, back to on the time again for the change log again. The hit priest doesn't stop attacking the player when it enters the same team. This has been improved as well. Another one is so that from the earlier one for MC that's twice 665 A6 was been improved to tweaking for turret chambers, and the deep turret is now been distanced. That's why the fix reason it's now been a little bit partially fixed. They have partially fixed as well. That will no longer generating some thick dark biome as well. That will be no longer be merged. That will be partially fixed. Yeah, it is partially fixed a little bit. Okay, yeah, partially fixed as well. Another one for MC2693V1, the full armor trim cannot be duplicated with waxed copper block. This is a really interesting and a new thing. Let's go on to try some recipes. Yeah, let's go on to try recipes for the crafting tables, something as well. Yeah, let's dive on the first something on crafting there. Right, so there's a placing down here. And you need something is some. They have bolt armor trim. They have bolt. They have bolt armor trim here. And the copper blocks. This is something waxed or unwaxed too. Why not the why is it duplicated for twicely as well? I forgot it has some button is a little bit problem. Wait, I need to check the recipes. Check out the new recipe from the reports there. All diamonds and okay. As well the diamonds. Moving on to the diamonds here. If you need it there. And place down here. And then place down the duplicate the ones. Place down 1 blocks of copper. And as well is now been have it there. Yes, that is the new bull armor trim can duplicate with a block of copper. Movie works. That might just the work. Yes, it's been a work functionally. Alright, and it's now been works functionally as well. Good things to know. Okay, back to the change look here again. Back to the change look again. Thorns enchantment doesn't work when entities are hit by wind charges because if something I want to hitting entities is something want. It has now been fixed. New poison effects don't apply their respective behaviors with creeper explodes. This is one is so that from the earlier video and the last recorded video. Yes, in the last recorded video, something sometimes. Oh wait. Okay, I will test it to do this once again. Make sure you realize that I need some oozing that was been fixed for crash issues. The crash issues now been fixed for that. Try creeper as well. I wasn't not be crashed anymore. No problem. Moving on to the plate and still. And throw there from the using. And then they set some ignite in. And there is effect. Yes. The effects is now released here. And there is effects is now been released in for the new effect. Yes. For new effect, which one? It's now been explode down. It's been done. The different new effect is now been affected through. And one thing, another one, when triggering unused bottles, bad omen and of higher levels can be overridden by lower amplifiers. Now been a little bit fixed with someone. Another one, the channeling tridents no longer summon like a bolt every time hitting like rod under the scrum is now been improved as well. And it's now been improved as well. Frostwalker no longer works with void or cave air. It's now been improved. And this one for resource pack modifications as well. The soul speed enchantment doesn't emit particles when the entity is controlled by the player. Which one? It is now been allows the emit particles from horse with enchanted by soul speed. Yes, I saw that earlier from the video as well. I saw that from the earlier video. Yes, I saw that from the earlier video. Yes, it was earlier for that. And look at that, it really works on the effects. Movie works. It has now been worked as well. They added for the new effects from Creeper Explodes. I believe you. It is so believe. Yeah, I did believe. Yes, I did believe. Yeah, for that. Okay, moving on to the soul speed uses durability in creative mode. It has now been no longer be uses durability unless with the survival. Unless with the survival that will be used the durability. Yes. Works just fine. At least I saw earlier from the video again, at least was a fix for crossing issues on oozing effect. I saw that from the earlier video. At least. Moving on to the brand new minor update of 1.21.10.20 again. Moving on to the 1.21.10.20 is here again. I not needed a recording for another video. No problem. I will just say no problem. Another trial spanner again, we have fixed some trial spanner texture inconsistencies. This is what it fixed. They are now finally fixed again from my report ever made. Which one has now been improved the texture. Now matches the Java as well. Yes, and it's now been matches the texture. This is the one that is great. It is now finally being changed in the same time. Once again to the same time. Another command is the music will no longer be stopped by the stop sound command. This is makes this stop sounds that wanted do not stop the music. Yes, they do not like to stop. This has now been improved. Another one for the game tips as well. Added a swim tip for touch devices. As well, the how to move is now taught to players on touch devices with the D-pad control scheme. Sometimes it's not a good time to learn new gameplay skills. For example, opening your inventory is not a relevant skill when you just discover that the floor is lava. So here are some additional constraints for one game tips. Those so up again. Those so those so up. Okay, moving on. The swim game tip only shows up when you are in water. The break block tip is the most prevalent tip when you're freezing in Paris snow. Other tips won't show up. And a list when there are hostile mobs nearby, you can still learn skills that will help you run away, like like movement, jumping, and camera movements. But other tips won't bother you. And then the bother works. Another gameplay is the slabs and stairs should no longer randomly starts placing on the bottom when continuously building. Like a bug report here again. And then once again, the constant continuous slab placing cause slabs to change from upper to lower. This one, the previously fixes was a partially fixed at least. That was been improved for the slab. It is shows the video as well. It's been causing a lower on the placement that makes causing a misplace on below instead of the top at the same time. And then once again to be fixed again. Another fix to the bug that causes the environment within a chunk to noticeably change when thousands of blocks away from spawns in rooms 11.62.5. Particles generated when breaking leaves will now match the color of the destroyed leaves, like MCPE 179726. Looker mobs will not only render head and head attachments, which one has been done to attach as well. The sound emitted when the player walks on a heavy core blocks is now controlled by the appropriate slider in the audio references. It has now been controlled through over the appropriate slider on audio. Another items is the breeze rods now render correctly in third-person view. This is what an interesting new fix newly at my reports as well, because it which fixes the something incorrect way. Definitely very interesting that I did figure out like this. So, what about the Java one? There was something I'll testing again. What about the Java one? What about the Java one? Something a breeze rod. Checking a breeze rod again. What about the Java one? And this happened. Still breaks. This break here has something. They have breaks parity. Almost not. Nope. They breaks a parity. Asa lovely. Okay, better change look for the bedrock that one. At this case. You have to be patient for that. Anyway. Another is the maze no longer breaks cobwebs and bubble as fast as swords and sharp items. This one has been same as the Java for the breaking removals. It has now been way slower. Yes, just like Java Edition, it was slower for breaks on cobwebs and bamboo will no longer faster than swords because it is such way. We have a bug report included as well. They had to become. Okay, moving on to the hub to be can break cobwebs and bamboo faster. Yes, same as a sword. Because if the hat, checking out on the normal for the cobwebs. If something I want, it makes it really way faster than anything something. It has now been fixed as well. As well the bamboos. There also the bamboo that one. The bamboo that one will be same fast again. That way, it will slower than search as well. It has now been finally fixed. Will be slow than search. Yes, will be slow than search. Another one is the fishing rod hook no longer sticks to anchors that have a projected reflection component. And another this um, the mace smash attack no longer knocks back mobs that have been tamed by a player wielding a mace, which one is just like on Japanese edition. Is now been fixed as well. It will cannot be at knockbacks on tamed wolves. Never anyway. It will no longer be knockback for tamed wolves. Much safer. It is much safer as well. Another is the attacking an entity with a mace enchanted with the wind burst attachment no longer negates fall damage. At this case is something. At least when it comes to the marketplace, the fixed number of bugs related to downloading content getting stuck, including errors related to downloads all stuck at 0%, and broken content updates, which one has the partially fix as well, that will stuck on the downloads. Except for the switcher because it doesn't fix yet as well. Another mostly is the bugs underwater melee attack no longer applies a slowness effect to the victim something from the bug report ever made. We have bug can inflict slowness by melee attacking, which one causes some inflicting the slowness effect. Why is it replacing as the poison effect instead of the slowness one? Has a different ways something. When attacking some bug into some player, if there, awaiting this and placing down, and it turns the slowness effect to some mobs or player. And which one? It no longer turns the some poison one instead. By the way, it is now been replaced into the poison instead of the slowness. Yes, it is now been replaced to be changed it for effect. Another one, Parrot now correctly imitates the bug when nearby, which is now always drops 4 to 8 redstone dust on that. One thing again, this is to improve the viability of farms that utilize witch huts to obtain redstone dust, same as the Java edition as well. On our ships with the 35 of slab, which one has been included as well. And it comes the projectiles. The wind charge projectile can now be summoned via a slash command. Via this slash summon command. You can work on the summon command as well. They're finally been added. Yes, they now have been finally added as well. You can use some wind charts as well. It has now been work. Yes, it has now been added as well. Another real ships with the all items on the real purchase screens are now focusable and can be navigated through using a gamepad input, and they remove an extra D in real section of Minecraft encyclopedia. This is something important. Right. And at least when it comes to the trial chambers as well, the trial chambers now generate far less frequency in the deep dark biome, just like Java it is as well. It's now been tweaking us a little bit. Yes, so it tweaks it a little bit. There's some smaller tweaks as well, but unless the standard 1.0, that because of they doesn't want to change yet. Comes to the UI hub, to be a lots of changes as well. And another one for the vote is the loot ejected from boss and trial chambers are now dependent on level position and player seed. This is the same time, just like on the Java one. At this case, that is the new sound. And the rest of the changes are for the technical updates like add-ons and script engine. API again, a lots of some API changes. The blocks are lots of the changes for blocks. The editors are the lots of change, and they do paste preview tool, which supports preview visualization of the clipboard contents, which are new keys a lot, by a lot away. The entities general graphical items has a new additional changes for beta versions as well. And the Molong has just one of the changes, the release date time, which no longer requires the upcoming creators features toggle. This is one of the change. And another technical experimental updates like API complements general and graphical at least the comes. And graphical at least there comes. Yes, when it comes as well. Whew, very long videos, so some a few minutes along as well. Yeah, I did what I done. Okay. Okay, back to the standard video as well. Okay, so my thoughts on the 12.4W12.1A and the 121.10.20 beta preview update as well. Both of these are really same time again. And we believe you, are they much lessly? And the Java one has a new that will be no longer be crash on using effect, since the was affected on 12.4W20A was unstable. Yes, but it's still not final yet. But it's still not final yet until the middle of June to be released. Them, yeah. As well, I will premiere over the 20.0 soon as well. To be considering next week's. Yes, as of considering next week's. Maybe if you check the marking calendar as well. Maybe no problems. Okay. Yes. We have no problems as well. And the sounds of the piston is now been reversed, same as it is something again. This is a very ridiculous. Because they reverted back to the normal in the previous sound of the piston. Yeah. This spin really returns back as well. And the better ones are the WAA as well. Without the problems they have for these big reasons. Okay, thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you about. The title is on the chat here if you want to read there. And the Water 1.10.20 is on the chat here as well. Or no, over the chat on community post. I posted too. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you to the next video. Thank you so much again.